Hello and welcome to Quilting with Lori. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today and also for your many well wishes, as I have been quite ill over the last 2.5 weeks. Thank you so much for contacting me and for reaching out. I really appreciate that. I also want to apologize for the sound of my voice. Hopefully I have the stamina to make it through this video, but I have so much I want to share with you today. I've got a great new pattern that I want to show you. So this is a new pattern. I'll have it available in the link below in the description box. It's my log cabin hearts, and it's beautiful. It's an off-center log cabin. There's 2 blocks that you're going to be creating, 34 of this block, 2 of this block, and as you can see, it's an off-center block. So the logs themselves are different widths, and the pattern gives you all of the measurements and the cutting requirements. But isn't it beautiful? You've got that repeating heart there, and I have 2 of the blocks ready. This is the block that you'll create, and you can, of course, do this in any colors you choose to. I've done mine in pinks and blues, but you can do this in all scrappy fabrics, just working from the light fabrics all the way out to the dark. So I'm going to be making 34 of these and 2 of these. And they're simple log cabin blocks. As we put them together, we're going to be sewing them counterclockwise, and I'll show you that. Very simple block to make. And if you've got strips in your stash or just a number of remnants, which is what I did, I grabbed remnants from my stash and I cut the widths that I needed for strips, and then I subcut those according to the pattern. And it's just a really fast block and quilt that you can put together. So as you can see on my tabletop here, I've got a lot of the logs cut out. All of this is the logs that I'll be using for the 34 blocks, and this right here is what I'm using for the 2 blocks. And of course, I've already created one. I'm going to take you step by step so that you'll understand how each of these are put together. And as you can see, there are on this, you've got the skinny blocks on one side and the thicker blocks on the other side. And here we've got the skinny blocks on this side and the thicker blocks or the wider blocks on that side. So here I've laid out block number A, and I'll be making 34 of these. You start with a small little square in the center, and then you're working your way here with these skinnier logs and then the fatter logs. And of course, they are fatter. You just can't see the whole log. I've condensed it so it fits on this cardstock here. And then you're continuing around with the skinny logs and then the fat logs, the skinny logs, and then the fat logs. And that is how you're going to put this together. So you're going counterclockwise on this block. And then after you have created each set, so when we start in the middle, we're going to work with these 3 pieces here. Then we're going to just measure up everything, square everything up so that it's, in this case, it's going to be 3.5 inches. And I highly recommend that every time you add your next 2 logs, you square up the square so that it is the measurement that the pattern gives you, so that everything is just exactly as it should be. Now I'm going to take this to my sewing machine. I'm going to lay it right next to me, and I'm going to start sewing it. And I'll show you how I'm doing this. I do recommend either finger pressing or pressing as you're creating each of the little squares within the square. What you can do, once you get very familiar with this technique and how to sew it, you can actually stack a lot of them. So you can take the entire stack of the fabrics and place them arrange them in this order here, and then take that to your sewing machine and literally just keep working your way as you're making each and every block. So that's another idea for you. I have finished these logs right here. So this is my square that I started with. Then coming down here, I put the shorter log here and the longer log there. And now I'm going to square this up to 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to come up here and grab this log, sew it to the top. And of course, the instructions give you all of this. Then we'll be sewing these 2 wider logs. This one goes to the top, this one goes to the side. And I'm going to continue doing that all the way around. Here's what I've just finished. Of course, I'm keeping all of the wider logs on this side and all of the skinnier logs on this side. Now that I have this done, it needs to be squared up to the correct measurement. Then we're going to add this log down here to the bottom. Then we'll add this log here to the side. I've finished this, squared it up, pressed it, and it is ready to go. Again, the skinnier logs are out here. In my case, they're all blue, and the fatter logs are out there. In my case, they're all pink. Now I'm going to add this next log right here. And again, we're just constantly going counterclockwise. So I'm going to sew this one, then I'll press it open and then sew this one. So I'll do that and I'll bring it back and show it to you. Here is the next set of logs that I placed on here. These are the two, the shorter and the longer pink ones, and they are the wider logs. Now I'm going to come back to the bottom here and sew this blue one on and this one. As you can see, again, it's counterclockwise all the way. This block is ready. I've squared it up to 12.5 inches. It's all pressed, ready to go. Now I'm going to lay out block number 2 so you can see how that's put together. So now I have the next block laid out, and we only need to make 2 of these. And in this case, I have it laid out where the fatter logs are down here and the skinnier logs are up there. And as you'll notice, the same fabrics are being used all the way around. And of course, you don't have to do this. You can just use values light, medium, and then as it gets darker, and it can be any colors you want it to be. But in my case, I happen to be using a lot of these pinks. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'll start in the middle with this log on top, this one on the side. So again, I'm going counterclockwise as I sew these together. And I just keep on stripping them together counterclockwise until I have all of the strips sewn and squared up. I do highly recommend that you square up and press as you get each square put together. It really will help the end result to be a perfect block. So here is what I finished so far, and as you can see, for this particular block, this is block B, we are using double the darks on one side, and this is just going to accentuate those center 2 blocks in the quilt, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But here I've got all the fat ones on this side and all the skinny ones on that side. I have 2 more skinny ones to put on, and they're a repeat. In my case, I'm using the same darks for that. Yours might be completely different. You might be using a lot of different darks. But in my case, I'm using the same darks all the way around the block. And this particular log cabin, which we're only making 2 of, has the same values and colors all the way around the entire block, whereas the other one is split on the diagonal. So here is a picture of the quilt, and these 2 blocks right here in the center are the 2 that I'm working on right now. That's the block B. And every other block in this entire quilt is block A. So we're making 34 block A, and we're making 2 block B. And the quilt is 74 by 74 to create this beautiful heart repeat. And of course, you can continue making additional block A's and make this quilt larger. It could be a king-size bed if you'd like to make a quilt that large. You just need to make more blocks that will continue adding all the way around the quilt itself. So far, I have 4 blocks done. I have 2 of the 34 blocks. We're going to be making these, and they're split on the diagonal where I've got all of my pinks here, my blues here. My blues happen to be my skinny logs. My pinks happen to be my fat logs, and these 34 blocks. These 2 blocks, I'm using all of the same fabrics. It's completely pink. I'm using the same squares for everything. And I've got skinny logs and fat logs, and they're placed like this to create that beautiful heart design. So these 2 blocks go in the very center of the quilt, and they're a duplicate. And here's another one of the 34 blocks that are split on the diagonal. I have folded this in a perfect square, and you'll notice this is an off-center log cabin, meaning this square is not dead center in the middle of the block because we have fatter logs here and skinnier logs here. So keep that in mind. Here is the finished block. but they are off center, so they're not dead center. But that's what makes this unique design where you can see you can create some beautiful designs using these off center log cabin blocks. Each of these blocks, as I've put them together, because they're all cut and ready to go, they're all sub-cut, and I've got them placed next to me on my sewing machine. They only took about 5 to 6 minutes to sew them together and make sure they're squared and pressed. If you set up your station that way, you'll get this done quickly. In fact, this afternoon, I'm going to continue making blocks. I would really like to get this entire quilt finished or pieced today, and I'll make a little short video so that you can see what it looks like, and it will allow you to be able to see what the whole quilt will be, and I'll get that loaded. I do want to let you know, at the end of this month, I'll be departing for my quilting cruise that I'll be teaching with Stitch and Haven Travel. We're going to the Western Caribbean. If any of you are traveling with me, let me know in the comments that you'll be coming with us. We're going to have so much fun on that trip. And then in May, I'll be teaching again with Stitch and Haven Travel, but it will be at a Sewcation in North Charleston, South Carolina. So hopefully you'll join me there. If you want information on any of that, I'll link that in the description box below. I have some fun things planned for this weekend. This particular Saturday is my membership on YouTube Zoom class. And so if you're interested in becoming a member on my YouTube channel, I've got a link below with a short little video that tells you all about it. If you would like to learn some new techniques and spend some time once a month on a Zoom call with us, that would be great. So check that out. Thank you so much for joining me today as I've shared with you my new pattern, Log Cabin Hearts. And if you do like the content that I provide, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. That really does help my algorithm here and my YouTube channel to grow and get out to other quilters just like yourself. So until next week, happy quilting.